Is it on now? I think I need to check. Is it? I think I need to check. Yeah, it's on. Yay! 7 people on already. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, by the way guys, this isn't the title race, the title race is on tomorrow. Just so you know. Oh, look at the comments. Oh. Oh no, it's everyone from Frl. Brilliant. Already, we're a minute into the stream and we've already broken the record for the most amount of people in a stream. We're currently at 8, so yeah. Huzzah. I'm gonna check comments. Yeah. Yeah. What's Nico done? Nico! What's Regang doing? Is this... I'm gonna just add everyone. I need more people to go up against in time trial. What do you want to check me? I've already got this guy. I think... Okay. I must know him from somewhere else. Oh, what? Eh? There's 16 people in it current. 7... Yeah, 16 people in it current. Nico, I know you're French now. I'm gonna forever take the mick out of you for that. Should repel that sack. Should I migrate to Red Bull? I'm joking, I won't. I'm on controller, I'm gonna be horrible. Disconnect my wheel just so I don't like back down everyone. Where's my pot tied? Go off. I'm gonna mute my mic for a little bit. Why not? Everyone's in the general voice school. Should I join it? It's supposed to be running up now. 18 people said they were going to be racing. 18 people said they were going to be racing. We've only got 16. I don't care. I'll just invite a random person. I'm joking. Why are you all leaving General VC? Oh, there's still 5 of you in there. Look how we've got Gru Shrine, chat, and everything. This is, you gotta give me the role now of, what is it? I can't. It's the, announcements. No. 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 Wait. This is, yeah, in it. Yeah, everyone's ready up now. Brilliant. Gru the goat. I love we've got a Gru Shrine in this server. I can't lie. I've only got 3 people in it now. That's not very fun. Or iced tea and man milkers, I'm gonna like. MXM milkers, I'm gonna like. But yeah, if you're really up. I'm joking. Short qualifying Australia. I'm pretty sure we've got all the settings done. If someone doesn't have the settings, I'm going to just not commentate. I'm joking, I will. But yeah. I'll commentate anyway, because I'm a good boy. Okay. Oh, flippin' heck. It's iced tea again. Write it up. Find your tire allocations, I do not care. I'm gonna get very passionate with this commentary, so get ready for this. Vicario. He's definitely on like TikTok or something. He's definitely just watching his phone. I'll get into this, I can't lie. Let me just get the spectator menu up. Oh no! Pressing all the buttons. There you go. I do want a full truck now. Right, now I can hide that. There's someone coming out. Who's that? There's Frl out on his lap. Oh, he's going out on his outlap now. The Kreml's already out. He's already gone past turn 2. He's gonna be the first one to start his lap. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce his name. I'm just gonna call him an Alpine at this point. Where's Jetmir? Jetmir's coming out the pits now. Where is Vicario? There's Vicario and Jetmir. They're both on their outlaps. They're both the league owners. See how they do. I'm pretty sure. Where's that V-Cog? It's Kreml's on his outlap still. Currently everyone but 8 is on their outlaps, so half the lobby's on their outlaps. More than half now as Regan comes out of the pits. Kreml's gonna be the first person to get his lap in. Unless he waits for the Alpine behind him. He starts his lap. I'm going to commentate this lap. Comes to the last corner. Gets the DRS wide open. On hot lap. See here, I would use overtake. Because I'm very ambitious. See there, here you go. Use a bit of overtake. Through the first chicane. No invalidations. Keep it nice and clean. Take a bit of exit curb. And carry on towards turn 3. Brake, yeah, just about at the marshal post. Take a little bit of the curb. I don't really take much curb because my setup of the curbs is really bad. Goes through turn 4, I think that is. 5. It comes through fast chicane onto the second real big straight of this racetrack. Takes a nice tight inside line there. Through the inside, almost clipping the grass. He's really keeping it fine lines here. Through turn 9 and 10. He's got a really good line through there, and he gets a little bit edgy on the exit there. Taking a bit too much curb, maybe getting a bit of oversteer there. Braking again just before the marshal post. Takes a nice exit curb. This is the curb that always makes me spin. That is the curb that, like, I hate a lot. And then comes around the final corner. ERS flying. He's used his deploy, that's going to weaken him a little bit, but it's a 1:16.7. As the Alpine now crosses the line. It's Humpty Dumpty then for us. There's a Williams, not Alpine. There are a couple of people still on their laps. Is there an Alfa Romeo? There's still Sauber there getting a bit spinny. I think he's just going to stay there waiting for everyone's passing. Kreml still in pole position by 0.4 of a second. There's a Haas out there on his lap. Oh no, I think he's on his in lap now. Not too sure because he's on none. MXM on his lap now. Gets a little bit. It's a little bit too wide on the exit. Winters goes second fastest ahead of Jetmir, getting within 0.3 of Kreml. MXM Milker's still running through sector 1. Very good sector 1 so far. 27.2. Looks quite smooth apart from the first chicane, that's all I can say. And now he gets the power on. Overtake, draining the battery down this second straight here. Might have used a bit too much there. Doesn't have much deploy left. Using even more overtake now. Really using as much as he can. Through into the third sector now. You see the gravel marks there, someone might have gone off. Comes through to the last couple of corners. What's his lap going to be as he comes across the line? He's got no deploy left. He's got no ERS left, and he goes 7th fastest, 1.3 seconds behind Kreml in the lead. I think the Flaky Bacon might just be going on his lap now. He's invalidated his. He's going on his now, yeah. He's going to have to do some ERS saving here on his lap. The 1:19. I think he's just got an invalidated lap, I can't lie. Well, Clark's here going 0.2 ahead of his time. I think it's his time, not anyone else's. Through the third sector now. Oh, a tiny bit sliding. There's a yellow flag there through sector 3. I think that's Kreml getting ready for his lap. And it's really, really bendy and twisty down there. Through the last couple of corners. Gets a bit slidey. Keeps it overall in control. And to the line. 10th fastest. 9th fastest for him, sorry. I think qualifying commentary is definitely my weakness. Rather than everything else. I need to get into the mentality of Steve there. He's using a bit of ERS there, to be fair. Oh, he comes across the gravel, he's abandoned his lap. The other Ferrari of Regan goes through. He's on his lap. He's using as much overtake as possible. He's used it all. He's only on 10% going through here. That's going to weaken his lap a lot, because you've got to save your ERS for these two straights, not use it all. Especially for the last main straight, that's where it's going to gain you time. But yeah, using everything he has, I think he's going to go to medium for this last bit. Maybe try and pump some down the main straight. Regang coming through the last few corners. He comes across the curb a little bit. That's not going to help him at all. Gets the ERS open. Down to the line. 1 minute 19.4 puts him 11th fastest. And the slowest of everyone who hasn't done a slow lap so far. I think Faded might have done a flying lap, but he's still 5.2 seconds behind. Steve done a lap, yeah. Steve hasn't done a lap. Regang's on a lap again, I think. And he's not. No, he's recharging his. Guys, KK's on a lap, I think. Yeah, he's using everything he has. Getting a bit eager on the ERS. They've got to learn to save it. Using it as he comes up to the line. And he goes second fastest. 100th of a second behind Kreml. This is what's going to get me into that sitting like Beerus crouching on the chair. And I am. Gags KK going 100th of a second slower than Kreml, and that is a really good lap for him. But Kreml out on his outlap now. See if he can improve. Well, while he's doing that, let's have a look at a Flaky Bacon on his lap. I think he might be his in lap, to be fair. He's 2.7 seconds down on his time. So I doubt he's going to try and use. Yeah, and he's got no fuel left, I think. Not sure which one to do. It's Kreml 3 cents down. Someone joined there. I think he's invalidated his lap, so he won't really be going again. I think Gags is going into the pits now. Yeah, he is. Winters, I think he's on his lap. Have a look at what he's doing. He is on a lap. Tell by his ERS, and he's gone just slower than his first sector time previously. He's third fastest at the moment, 2.5 tenths, just over 2.5 tenths behind Kreml. Getting towards the end of the session now, he's really using the ERS again. You can see a pattern forming here where people just use their ERS a lot sooner than expected. He's gone fastest in the second sector, but maybe he's used too much of that ERS and that's going to let him down for the last bit of the lap. Ferrari moving out of the way as he goes into sector 3. He goes through sector 3 now. Nice through there. Ferrari, you can see one of his tyres in the back. He comes up now to the final couple of corners. Where is SR Winters going to place this? He gets the ERS, he gets the DRS open, gets the ERS flowing. He comes up to the line. His second fastest, 4 thousandths. He splits Kreml and Gags, and he's gone 4 thousandths of a second slower than Kreml. What qualifying this is turning out to be. First race of the season, I think it's first race of the season. Humpty Dumpty out on a lap. He's using his ERS a lot. Still, yeah, again. I would turn it on none here because there's no real reason to use it. Through there it'd be hot a lap, yeah, but like anywhere else I wouldn't really use it. How much faster is he? He's 1.5 faster than his previous time. He's in 12th at the moment. He's got a 1:18. He's got a 1:18.7. Yeah, he goes through into the third sector. He's used all of his ERS and that's let him down because he's a tenth down this time. Going down the last straight of the circuit. He's on low fuel as well. You see on the indicator. You see on the MFD there's a yellow flag through sector 3. I think that's maybe just people going on their warm-up laps. Cuts across the curb. I think that might have been my lag there. He clips the wall and he's boxing. Oh! Overshot it into the pit lane there for Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a roll. Humpty Dumpty had a great roll. Regang is out on his lap. Frotika's on his lap. Jetmir is on his lap. Pretty sure Frotika's just doing his warm-up lap right now. Yeah, he is. He's doing his warm-up lap. And I think he's just finished it actually. Whoa, Jetmir! He's hit the barriers there. Got some wing damage. Vicario down in 9th. He's currently improving on his time. It'd be enough to maybe put him 7th, it'd be enough to put him 7th, maybe 8th. Comes round the final couple of corners. Where is Vicario? Going to place his Mercedes. Gets the DRS open, gets the DRS flowing. Towards the line. 1 minute 17. 1 minute 17.4 and he puts himself 6th fastest overall. Just behind his teammate Jetmir, who's just crashed as well. You can tell he's got wing damage. You can see the understeer, it's visible. Going through every corner. I think it's double red for him. I honestly wish we could be able to see the damage on that car. And we can. There's an end plate and half the front wing missing. I think, or is it just me being blind? It's just the end plate missing. So that can mean anything. Gags is on an invalidated lap, so I don't know why he's carried on. He's got a V-carb in the way. He's taken a bit too much. He's taken a bit too much there, and he's maybe a bit frustrated. He's swerving around. Frautica, I think he's still on his lap here. Or he's still on his warm-up lap. Or if he is, then he's 3.7 seconds down on his time, so there's no point really trying. Keeps it very clean through there, just about gets through that corner without an invalidation. I think, yeah, he's just... I don't know why he's carried on. Yeah. Kreml out on his last lap now. On his out lap. Winters I think is coming out soon as well. And Gags should be. Jetmir's down in 6th. Yeah, Winters is coming out now. On his out lap. This is going to turn out to be quite the qualifying showdown, I hope. Gags, Winters and Kreml. They're all out. And MXM, 5 place grid penalty for a collision with a flaky bacon. I think that's his teammate. Yeah, he's had a collision with his teammate.
Sure how to help you with that.
I didn't ask you. I said MAM, not Alexa. Yeah. Sorry. Flipping heck. So yeah, MXM. I've got to be careful when I say that. Should I just mute? Should I just mute her? I'm just gonna mute her. There you go. Yeah, so MXM, 5 place grid penalty for a collision with his teammate, a flaky bacon. Frautica's now on his out lap as well. Kreml's going to be the first to do his lap. Pumps the overtake. On to his final lap here. Maybe not his final lap. He might have a little bit. He might have just enough to do a little bit more. Ferrari, can he get out of his way? Yes, he can. He's just a little bit. Just a little bit on the racing line, but Kreml still. Yeah, let's go, Gags. Brilliant. Kreml through the first sector, keeping it nice and clean there. What's his time going to be for the first sector? He's just below his personal best. 8 thousandths off going through the first sector. I think he's invalidated his lap. Yeah, he has. He's stopped. He's invalidated his lap. I think he's just going to try and recharge and go again. But Winters has also invalidated his lap somehow. Gags hasn't. He's on his lap. He's a hundredth of a second back from Kreml. And he spun. Oh, almost hits the barriers there as well. The top three not having a good time of it in the late of this session. And Frl Australia still on his out lap. I think he might have just crossed it just a little bit. I think Frl Australia's out on his lap now. Yeah, he is. He's really using the curbs there, really using his ERS to try and find some time. Kreml's coming out on his last lap now. 20 seconds to go. Gags won't be able to make it, I don't think. Gags won't make it. Winters might. Well, no. Winters won't. Kreml was the only one who gets a second chance. That just proves if you get out in enough time to do 2 laps just in case you screw one up, it really pays off. And Winters won't have enough time and he's boxing. Kreml though, he's invalidated his lap again. Top 3 as it is, top 4 as it is. It's Frl because invalidated his lap. I think people are just pushing too hard. Vicario's invalidated his, MXM's invalidated his. Max Slack, he's gone 7th fastest anyway, whatever his name is. Humpty Dumpty is on his lap, but he's a second and a half behind. Regang invalidated his lap. So there are a lot of invalidations and a bit too much aggression on people's final laps. But as it stands, it will be Kreml on pole. Frl stays out to take the checkered flag. Vicario won't make it, and he's going to box. I think that's it. Humpty Dumpty might have to take the pit lane. X1C3 hasn't yet set a time. Hasn't actually set a time at all. He's taken the challenge. He's taken the challenge to the race by starting in last place for the Grand Prix. I think this is the first one in FRL this season. So yeah. I think he's just going to go out there and take the flag. Yep. X1C3, last place. Hasn't set a time. The only one who didn't set a time. So, you're good for this race. Kreml, Winters, Gags, then Frl Australia, then that Alpine. Jetmir, Mac, Vicario, MXM, but he's got a 5 place grid penalty. Stevo, Humpty Dumpty, a Flaky Bacon, Regang, CLX, and faded this, but MXM is going to go down to 14th place, which will bump Stevo, Humpty Dumpty, a Flaky Bacon, and Regang and CLX up. Well, eventful qualifying. We'll see what the race has in store. I'll have a look at a couple of chances. Oh, they're restarting. Okay, I'm just currently sat at the end of the pit lane here. Currently sat at the pit lane. Currently having a very good look at Gags' garage. We'll see how this race unfolds. I think the strategy for this one with 29 laps, I think it might be just be medium hards, bog standard. It might just be good old 12-17 or 13-15, 13-16, I think, for many people in this race. I think formation lap there. Kreml leads them away from Winters, then Gags, and Frl Australia makes the top 4. I'm just going to refer that to the guy in 5th as the Alpine at this point, because I'm not trying to pronounce that at all. I'm not going to get bullied for the rest of my life. Oh, Humpty Dumpty and CLX have been disqualified from the formation lap. I wonder what happened there. They're staying really close together, to be fair. Kreml making his way through turn 3, and NX1 making his way through turn 3 now, as Kreml ends the first sector off. Possible time. I'd like to see other people. Oh, he's been disqualified along with the next then. Yeah. Tyre strategies is 13 for the mediums and 16 for the hards. I think the other one was 10 on the softs and then 19 on the hards. I think the hards go a long time in this game. Yeah, it goes for a really long time. I don't understand why people stay so close together on league racing formation laps. Like, I've done 20 Summit League races now. I think like 26, 27. And there've been about, I don't think there's been a couple where there haven't been people disqualified, and there hasn't been one yet where people haven't been, the entire grid hasn't been within about 500 meters of each other. About, yeah, you can literally see the back of the pack from where Kreml is. And faded this in 15th. A bit lonely there. The Sauber. I think he's ahead of, yeah, he's ahead of Regang. Ooh, getting a bit close together there. Kreml leading them very slowly towards their starting positions. This is where they'll start to disperse and go ahead of each other. Not like they already were. So, yeah, there you go. It's actually 2 stop on mediums. It's 9 each, and then a 7 lap stint on the hards, and then 13 on the mediums, 16 on the hards. But yeah, still a couple of people in the middle of the track need to get in their positions. I think there's been 1 more disqualification, 2 more disqualifications, 3. And Frl Australia has been disqualified, so he won't get a very good start. But yeah. Now this is where we see. This is where we see the start of the Australian Grand Prix. Inside the lights and foot to the floor. Kreml, I think, has a very good start there. Yeah, Frl Australia, Winter's going ahead of him. I can see that. Frl Australia maybe trying to find his way through. Kreml gets a bit of oversteer. Jetmir up into 4th place, fighting Kreml now. This hasn't been a very good start for him. He started on the hard tyres. Maybe I should have looked at that before now. Yeah, Kreml making his way from 1st to 4th to get another step of oversteer. It's not been a very good first lap. Vicario making his way up a couple positions. Gags losing quite a few. He started in 3rd, he's now in 6th. Humpty Dumpty on the hard tyres gaining a couple. And yeah, so Jetmir and Frl Australia battling it out towards turn 9 and 10, and neither of them are going to come out of here. Neither of them are going to back out, and Frl Australia fights his way past, getting his elbows out the bit of the argy-bargy. Kreml and Vicario very close together. And yeah, the middle of the pack here are very, very close together. There's a car going off there. That's X1C3. He's the one that started at the back. He was about 9th before he came off, and he gets touched by the Sauber, and now he's down into last place. CLX maybe getting an overtake on him. No, he defends that off. But Winters with a good first lap, making his way up to 1st and breaking away from the field quite a large pace. 1.7 seconds already. Jetmir really close to Frl Australia there. Kreml and Vicario battling out still, and you can tell that Kreml's just trying to hold out on his hard tyres at the moment. CLX getting the overtake. There is someone that I think spins out. That's a flaky maker making a bit of a mistake. Yeah, Winters at 1.9 seconds away from Frl Australia and Jetmir. But he could make a position up here, and he has. Before the corner, Jetmir up into 2nd place from 5th on the grid. We'll have a look at the position changes here. Jetmir gaining 4 positions off the start. The two Alpines down in 10th and 11th, and Kreml getting past Frl as well. So I think he might have pushed a little bit too much to go to the track. And there Vicario as well getting past. No, he doesn't. Vicario onto the grass, and Gags maybe taking a look at that opportunity as well. Side by side, I think. Yeah, Gags gets through. Jetmir sets the fastest lap, and with a 1:20.1, you can see the pace difference. He's 3 seconds off his pace in qualifying, but in his race pace, and Kreml still there. He's still there, to be fair. Kreml and Jetmir are now going to battle it out as Frl hits the barriers. I think he's out. No, he hasn't. He's broken his front wing quite largely there, though. Frl into the barriers. I think it's a VSC there. What a nightmare that was for Frl. He was doing so well as well. He's up into second. It just all went wrong for him. Regained with a penalty. I'll have a look at what that is now. Got 3-second penalty. I'm going to assume it's for track limits. First person to get a penalty so far in this race. I think this telemetry is left over. Yep. Frl going to need a front wing change for that one. Yeah, Winters has got a very good start there, and he's in first place currently. There's a position change of 1, going up from second to first. Jetmir gaining 4 from 6th to second. Quite the climb. Kreml losing 2, but that's understandable because he's the only one on the hard tyres at that point. Gags taking advantage of the mistake that Vicario made as Frl, I think because of the front wing damage, he gets a 10-second penalty. Jumping, speeding in the pit lane. The virtual safety car's going to restart now. We might see a couple of drive-throughs here from others. Yet there's a load of drive-throughs there. Jesus, 4 people, including Jetmir, has got a drive-through, and Kreml right on him now. I think Jetmir's just going to let him go. Kreml starting to climb his way back up. 4 people. CLX, X1C3 and Faded gets the drive-through penalty. And the two Alpines battling. This looks just like 2024 or 2022, I think. Or no. And there's Steve-O making a mistake. Maybe 2 positions in one straight as he almost goes into MXM. And yeah, he does get past Steve-O, so he's in 8th place now. And Jetmir comes into the pit lane. Really slow there, to be fair. On the entry, he comes into the lane, nice there, and yeah, he can't box because he's, yeah, and that's Jetmir right down to last place, I think, as he comes out the pit lane. Note Faded is also serving his. Everyone's serving theirs as soon as they get it. Frl still 22 seconds behind with a 10-second penalty. And Steve-O in the barriers. I think he's broken his front wing as well. As Jetmir makes up a position as soon as pretty much as soon as he loses few. I think he might have front wing damage. No, he doesn't. That's surprising. He doesn't have front wing damage. And there's a 3-car battle here. It's MXM. Williams of Humpty Dumpty and the Alpine of square brackets, man. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. And MXM, 2 positions lost in 1 corner and in 1 straight, but he could fight one back, and he does. The Alpine's going slowly there. I wonder why that is. He's losing a position now to his teammate, and the Haas as well of a Flaky Bacon getting a bit angry and tussling there. But he's completely lost touch. And JT, one of those. Frl overtaken, Faded this. He's made a mistake coming out of the turn 9 and 10. And yeah, this is quite tragic for him. Kreml gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. That's not going to help him in his charge up to Winters. Yeah. That is going to hurt him. It's going to hurt him quite a bit. And MXM getting a 3-second penalty now as well. Frl making up positions as fast as he lost them at the start. Regang here doesn't make a mistake, but I think Faded is going into the pit lane for front wing change. No, he doesn't. I think he might have made a mistake there and not going in for, yeah. But Kreml here, he is gaining on Winters, and he has gained a few tenths. He's taken a couple of tenths out of Winters here. Gag's also making up a few seconds here. Free Gang and a flaky bacon there, getting 3-second penalties for track limits. Gags, Kreml and Winters are the 3 people and currently in the battle for the win, within a second and a half of each other at the moment. And I am streaming, correct? Yes, I am. Sorry, I was just checking. Steve-O making a position up on Flaky Bacon. I'll have a look at that. Gags falling back a little bit. Winters and Kreml are the 2 people currently in favouring positions here to take Kreml. He has to take the lead. 3 tenths back from Winters. He's probably going to get the move off before the corner in turn 9 and 10. He's using all of his battery, and he does get past. Winters going through turn 9 and 10. The Steve-O getting a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Kreml takes the lead of the race, and Gags maybe not be following too far behind. He's just thinking, maybe forgetting that he's got 8th gear there because he was stuck on 7th. I think he just likes to play on full revs. Yeah. He's using his overtake, he's using his battery. Kreml sets another fastest lap for the V-Carbs. He's come back up into first from 4th. And Gags really trying for this here. Winters falling back from Kreml. He's 7 tenths behind now. And he's about to drop out the DRS because he's made a little bit of a mistake with locking up there. There's a yellow flag in sector 3. Wonder what that is. It's an Alpine there, Mac making a pit stop. If I am saying anyone's name wrong, please let me know, because I'm gonna get bullied so hard after this. CLX gets a 3-second penalty. Frl making up another position, this time on Mac. And Gags also didn't notice that. Gags getting past Winters, and now on the charge for the lead on Kreml. I think he looks like he's got a front end plate missing from where I was. He doesn't, and he makes a little bit of a mistake going through turn 12 I think it is, yeah. He makes another mistake, snaps him oversteer there coming from Kreml, and Gags breezes straight past him going into the first couple of corners. Oh, he's got the ERS issue, I think he's got the ERS issue where he just like recharges his battery when he's on hot lap. He doesn't. And Jetmir making up a position on MXM, who goes into pit lane, sorry. And he's really not wasting any time on trying to fight back from that drive-through. Really not wasting any time at all. The Alpine getting past MXM, Steve-O as well. Comes out the pit lane just to see Steve-O flying past him through turn 1. And Vicario sat in 5th. Moment looking quite good in the pace lap Mercedes. Mac, getting a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. A Flaky Bacon getting a 3-second penalty again, getting another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Kreml, I think Gags, oh yeah, Gags got past him there, and the Alpine as well getting another 3 seconds. The penalties are coming thick and faster towards the end of the sinks. Drivers' tyres are starting to die off. Kreml on Gags for the lead of this race. He's currently 6 tenths back. He won't be able to make a move here. think he's just preparing for the next straight that will come in the nick of time. He gets within 3/10, faded, gets a 3-second penalty. He's 14 seconds back for CLX. He's 19 seconds back from a flaky bacon. Kreml not quite close enough to Gags to get the move done, and he's got a bit of understeer. And yeah, he's getting faded, has now been lapped by the top two on lap 10. Gags trying to recharge his battery to try and maybe keep himself behind Kreml. I think Steve-O's gone off. Oh no, Steve-O's going into the pit lane. Sorry, Kreml, we come back to the fight for first place through turns 9 and 10. Kreml and Gags. Kreml makes light work. It looks like light work, but it really isn't. Regang getting yet another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And Gags, Kreml, I think they're just going to start swapping positions now until one of them tries to make a strategic move, which will come soon, as I think they're both on the hard tyres. And oh yeah, Winter's coming back into this fight now. Here you go, we've got a front row seat to this fight now. Faded's left, I think he's just given up at this point. Steve-O, 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Ferrari's not doing too well. CLX also getting another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I'm going to stop saying for multiple warnings now, because this is the thing I said most often today. Jetmir making up in a position of Vicario, who's gone into the pit lane to change his tyres. The first pit stop of today that hasn't been for a front wing change or a drive through. And yeah, the top 3 apart from Kreml, the top 5 apart from Kreml, all clean so far. No penalties for them by their names. Kreml breezes past. Winters following, not too far behind. He can try and capitalise. He's just waiting, he's sitting back, waiting for the opportunity that maybe one of them makes a mistake. He can pounce on the two of them. Yeah, so far he's playing this pretty nonchalant. He's not doing anything too risky at the moment. I'll tell you what, if I was him, I would have played risky by now as he slides off the track, almost. He gets a bit of grass up in his tyres. And as fast as he was in the fight, he's now come out of it. I think, yeah. Well, he's now back in the DRS. I think Kreml may be starting to slow up. As we're now almost halfway through this race, Kreml locking up. I've seen that quite often from him. And the Alpine making, oh no, Jetmir's coming to the pit lane for a change of tyres. Have a look at what he's been doing. Vicario and Jetmir making tactical. He's banking tactical pit stops here. Now 7th and 8th at the current, but their true position, I think, will be 4th and 5th. I think. As again, Kreml and Winters sat behind Gags, trying to find a way through, waiting until one of them maybe makes a pit stop for the other to capitalise on an overcut. Still no one comes in. It's getting to that time now where the mediums will start having to box. He's currently just being dragged along. Humpty Dumpty 13 seconds behind the top 3. Best of the rest currently. Vicario now, 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. And faded, now 45 seconds behind CLX. But he's left, so yeah. Regang's got 15 seconds worth of penalties here. He's not doing too well. If he carries on like this, he's going to get disqualified before the end. And not by FIA from this league. From the game. Force gets the 3-second penalty there. I think that's his... yeah, that's his first track limits one. He sped on the pit entry. And Kreml getting past Gags again. They're just swapping positions. I think they're trying to get out of the way of Winters before they can start fighting. As he gets a little bit too wide on the exit. understeer starting to creep in as well. And again, we'll watch from Winter's point of view. And we'll see if anyone dives into the pit lane from top 3. I don't think anyone will. And Winters is diving into the pit lane. Winters going into the pit lane now for his first stop of the race. He'll come out in 4th place, around 6 or 7 seconds behind Humpty Dumpty. CLX getting past Steve-O. X1C3 keeping it clean. No penalties so far, and the only person with no penalties up until 8th. Jetmir hasn't got one yet. Vicario MXM has. And the Alpine. Winters, Humpty Dumpty, and Gags hasn't, and then Kreml's got 3 seconds. Wonder if anyone's going to try and remove theirs. But yeah, we'll have a look at this fight again. There you go, Gags has found his 8th gear. It's quite unorthodox that, going up for the MXM getting another 3-second penalty. Frl has now got 23 seconds worth of penalties for his 2nd stop of the race, speeding into the pit lane. And at this point, this is very, I'll just stop caring at this point, I think. And Steve-O, who's DNF'd, I wonder how that's happened. What happened there? We'll have a look from Fader's point of view. He's on AI at the moment, but we'll have a look, see, as his Ferrari's already disappeared. As AI gets out of the way for the Haas and MXM, I think that is. No. It's out of the way for the Haas and the Flaky Bacon. And yeah. Jetmir, fast as that there. 119, what was his lap? The 119.6 from Jetmir. It's a very good lap as Kreml retakes the lead from Gags again. They're just swapping positions at this point. They're just trying to find a tactical way to win this race. There's one of them waiting for one of them to maybe dive into the pit lane and make the stop. Winter's only 17 seconds behind. He'll assume the lead of the race by undercut. He's currently flying, and Gags enters the pit lane now. He does. There's a Haas there that's stopped. He's spun round, I think. Yeah. Don't get unlapped by the Sauber. Do not get unlapped by the AI Sauber. And yeah, Winters gets past Gags. Humpty Dumpty might have a chance of getting past him as well. And he opens the overtake there, and he does. And Regang, another 3-second penalty for him. He's just not. It's just not his day. Winters will assume the lead of the race at the moment, as he is faster than Kreml. And yeah, I wonder when he's going to make his stop. At the current, Vicario and Jetmir are on the battle for 7th place. The only drivers within a second of each other at the moment, apart from Gags and Humpty Dumpty, and he makes, I think it's Gags makes a very clean overtake, very easy overtake. I think that's the Sauber. Is it the Sauber? Or is it Fortica? I can't tell. It's a Haas. Oh, Vicario getting onto the gravel. Not going to help him at all. Mack has got a bit of grass on his tyres. Kreml did not dive into the pit lane that lap. Winters has not set a fastest lap there. It's a caution sector 1, that's a McLaren. Fortica has spun it around, going through turn 2. He's been unlapped there. No, he hasn't been on lap. I think he's just been... Yeah, he's been lapped there. Wonder what Gags is doing. What is he doing there? What is he trying to... Yeah, Kreml trying to hold it out for as long as he can. There's a Ferrari there. Should hopefully get out of the way. I think that's Regang there, yeah. Hopefully he gets out of the way of Kreml here and he doesn't hold him up at all. But yeah, he's a lapped car and this is very much against the rules. He's holding Kreml up massively here. X1 gets his first 3-second penalty of the race, and there's only 3 drivers now who've kept it completely clean. No penalties so far. This is just dreadful for Kreml. He dives into the pit lane. Winters will assume the lead of this race unless Kreml can like slap in and like 1 second pit stop, which has not happened, but it's a decent stop. Winters takes the lead. Gags follows not too far behind, and he does just about get ahead of him. And Gags 1:19.5 as the new fastest lap of the race. Full push there, and there's McLaren there. I think that's Frl Australia trying to unlap himself against the Red Bull. I don't know what he's doing. This feels just like Brazil 2018 here. It's like Ocon and Verstappen. Yeah, and faded. Now a minute behind Frl Australia. It's Elias. Elias, why did you leave RSF1 now? Tell me. We're in our prime buckaroo. Why'd you leave? Yeah, Gags. 1.8 seconds behind Winters, and he has been gaining. It's not boring, Elias. There's 2 tiers now. It was a lot worse when Cody was the owner, I will admit, but like, I'm owner now. There's I'm one of 3 owners, and I've brought the league back to life. Me and Chaz have worked together here, and you have destroyed our plans. How dare you? A Flaky Bacon there getting another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings, and Gags setting yet another fastest lap, closing in on Winters. And yeah, Frl Australia, 10-second penalty for ignoring blue flags, and that's very understandable there. He didn't let Kreml or Gags let go, and he almost loses it going through turn 4. And honestly, if I'm being real, rightfully so. He's in 14th for 23 seconds worth of penalties. I think if he gets any more, he's just going to get disqualified. Regang almost equaling them there. 21 seconds worth of penalties for Regang. He's just, I think he's just playing the game like he's on regular track limits here. He's just pretty much not remembering track limits at all. This guy thinks he can just ignore track limits. Yeah, Steve-O, only DNF so far. I think he just got a bit bored. Can't lie. Only 3 drivers. Again, yeah, without 3-second penalty. Jetmir, Gags and Winters. 3 people without penalty. All 3 of them in the top 5. Our viewer count go down to 3. Kreml announced it's the fastest lap. Over 1:07, and I have just realised that Kreml's just overtaken Gags to 2nd place. And now he's on the charge towards Winters for the lead of that race. He needs a 3-second gap to stay there, and MXM making his way and faded, and Sauber really holding Kreml up there, and Gags right on him now, able to take the next step into 2nd, back where he was, and back where he is now, in 2nd place. And I think getting the penalty for Kreml really, really unfortunate for him. We wish him all the best in his recovery mentally. But yeah, now Gags well within DRS range of Winters. I wonder what happened, because he was 1.3 at the start of the third sector as safety car. I wonder what as Flaky Bacon has crashed it in the last sector of the track. And I wonder if we'll see any boxers and the Alpine drive through for speeding on the safety car. For also coming into the pits, he might just have to like, I think he's just trying to serve one of his 10 seconds. Yeah, I think he might just try and serve both of his 10 seconds at this point, because there's, yeah. And they're not touching his car at all. That's Jetmir in the pits as well, along with Vicario. Vicario's in the pits as well. And the Alpine there, really, really bad from him to get a drive through speeding on the safety car. And yeah, Winters and Gags currently behind the safety car along with Kreml. It really cost Kreml there to be in the way, well, for Faded to be in, for Faded's AI to be in the way of him there. I wonder what happened to Flaky Bacon, actually. I'll have a look on the replay after, because yeah. So yeah, will be. My friends just tagged me in a TikTok. I need to tag 10 people. Why do I need to tag 10 people? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll tag 11. Okay, perfect. So yeah, sorry for that, guys. Just sorting something out on TikTok. Currently sat back. This is going to be a very nice shootout, 7-lap shootout, a 10-second penalty. I think for Fraudska. Is that 10-second penalty for Fraudska? I didn't see. Faded still a minute and a half behind Fraudska. So look at the leader thing, yeah. Currently 1 minute 19 seconds from the leader, what Faded is. And yeah. Regang and CLX are trying to catch up to the safety car. See, one V-carb doing really well, the other not so much. Oh, it's telling us to, oh, the Alpine's retired. He's doing really well there, I wonder why. Yeah. I don't know why Frautica isn't taking the opportunity here to just serve all of his 10 seconds. Typical Tuesday. Yeah, they've completely balls up that race then for thingy. Yeah, whole grid has penalties. Whole grid, but 3. Jetmir in 5th. Safety car in this lap. Jetmir in 5th. Gags and Winters as the top 2 don't have penalties, and Jetmir in 5th. And we'll see here what happens as Winters will lead them away for the start of this 6-lap shootout for the win of FRL Fusion Racing League, yeah, of FRL. Potato man. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. It's leading away quite quickly, to be fair. This would not help anyone who has penalties at the moment. So it's not helping Cremel, it's not helping Humpty Dumpty, as we're off, I think. Yeah, Winters has bolted it. Gags has kept right with him on the restart. He's using his ERS to maybe try and find a move. Jetmir not getting the best of restarts, but still staying in 5th. He's got Humpty Dumpty right there with him, who's won. I know, I'm a wild commentator, Hellraiser. And now I know your full name. Way. Can't find it. Right, there you go. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty, 13 seconds worth of penalties, is now 1.6 seconds back from Kreml. And this will be a very interesting battle for the lead of this race, as they've broken away and Jetmir up into 4th, so he might be able to join this battle very, very soon. As maybe Williams of Humpty Dumpty tries to fight back, and no, he doesn't. He's not fighting back of the current. And now everyone from VGPR is currently wet. Kreml. Yeah, VGPR wishes they had good racing like this. No, I'm joking, they do. Kreml is top 3, currently separated by just over a second and a half. DRS just been enabled, and yeah, Tier 1 at least have. Yeah, they do. That's true. Tier 2, I think there are a few people that need to get refined quite heavily. Yeah, top 3 VSC there. Mac retiring. I wonder what happened there. He's crashed on the turn 2. He has. He's crashed at turn 2, and there's a VSC here. The group has been bunched up once more as Winters has slowed down for everyone. I think he's going to try and make this a lot more interesting, and maybe try and sabotage Kreml here, as at the moment, not doing too well for him. It's not going well at all, because he's currently net 4th. It's also not going very well for Humpty Dumpty. He's currently like net 8th. Even though he's 5th. And Regang, 21 seconds worth of penalties. 7 penalties for track limits. 21 warnings. At this point, just pack it up, bro. I'm joking. But yeah. Safety car. Well, VSC hopefully ending soon, as I would like to get a little bit of a showdown. And now, yeah, top 5, really close together. And Humpty Dumpty into the pits. I think he's going to serve his 10 seconds and then just try to bolt it on softs for the remainder of this race. Yeah, they are. Regang is on 31 seconds worth of penalties. Leave the guy alone, please. Oh my god. Oh, MXM, severe collision with Jetmir. He's got on a 10-second penalty. And Jetmir now in 5th place. I wonder if MXM just does not care anymore. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Humpty Dumpty getting a 3-second penalty there. VSC. Why does it say VSC but they're behind the safety car? Please say we're going to have at least one lap of showdown. I would really like to have a little bit of a battle here. So it still says it still says virtual safety car, but it's a full safety car of the current. And I just think that, oh, I'm just thinking. Yeah, look at how bunched up the field is. They're really ready to get this on. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. And really, the more that the safety car's out, the better it is for Winters, as he is very vulnerable in first to the DRS. And I think this is going to be the last time that, yeah, and MXM ignoring yellow flags. Another 10-second penalty. I'm pretty sure he was just going to get that one removed, I think. And yeah, hopefully we're going to get racing back underway this lap. I really, really hope. Because if we don't, I might cry. I really, really hope we can get this race underway. Because if we don't, then I might cry. I've come here for a showdown, right? What have I come to say? I've come to throw revs there. Only the real ones, not I'm talking about when I'm talking that accent. I come here for a shootout, right? Some proper guns, some proper men. CLX there. Yeah. Sorry. This is my hyper part of the evening. This is my 8 o'clock hyper. And also triggered by probably the fact that safety cars come in. The safety cars in this lap. We're going to get 2 laps of racing to decide the winner here in FRL. I'm going to get slated if I'm saying that wrong. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, this is going to be very bad for Kreml because there's going to be a 4-way fight for first place, and even though he's going to be there on track with penalties, he's going to be nowhere near it. Here we go. Winters to lead them away for the second safety car restart. The third safety car restart of this race, and the second one that he's led as Gags, I think he's touched him there as well, and Winters has bolted. And Regang, another 3-second penalty. He's got 34 seconds worth of penalties now. And Humpty Dumpty losing out straight away to CLX. Vicario getting another 3 seconds there. And yeah, we're really, really in for a 3-lap shootout between the top 4, maybe even the top 5 if Vicario can stay with them. But yeah, you can see how close the top 6 are. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Frl Australia has done it again. Winters, Gags, Kreml, Jetmir, Vicario, and X1 at C3 are the 6-way fight currently for the lead of this race on the last couple of laps. And yeah, really good racing from all 6 of them so far. Ignore the penalties, those are just for track limits. As Jetmir going for a move on Kreml, maybe pushing him a little bit wide, and he does just make the move stick. Going on to the final lap, Jetmir up onto the podium places, and this is now going to be as Kreml and Vicario. Oh, Regang disqualified with 37 seconds worth of penalties. That's my favourite racing number. Anyway, so yeah, Regang disqualified from the race. And now DRS has been enabled. This is where the fun really begins. 2 DRS zones, 3 drivers, and Gags, 3-second penalty for Gags, that's going to change it. Jetmir, as long as he stays within 3 seconds of Gags, he will get 2nd place in this race. And Winters in 1st place by 0.5 of a second. 0.5 actually separating the top 3. And now as we go on to the last couple of straights of this circuit, on the last lap of FRL's first race of the season, what is it going to be? They run through turns 9 and 10. Jetmir getting a really good exit against Winters, and Gags does take the lead. What is it going to be? Jetmir not getting 1. He does get the 1. I think, yeah. Oh, Winters going off the track. But it will be the win on track, maybe for Gags. But on penalties, it was only going to be 1. And that 1 was Jetmir. Maybe he can get him on the line. He can get him on the line. Jetmir wins the Australian Grand Prix. Gags and Kreml push down to 3rd and 4th for penalties. Winters finishing 2nd. MXM, 10-second time penalty for unserved penalty. And X1C3 comes 5th. Vicario in 6th. Humpty Dumpty 7th. CLX 8th. MXM 9th. Frautica 10th. And Faded 11th. Even though he left about 5 laps into the race, still finished almost in the points. What a race. What a last couple of laps. Oh. Nice. I love that. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. That was a really good race. Wow. Really, really good there from everyone. Good racing. God. Yeah, this is... good race. From last to 5th. Was a very good race from you, to be fair. You were X1C3, I presume. Yeah. Recovery in half. You were the one, you didn't actually like Hellraiser, please. Yeah, you're only supposed to call me that at night time. You didn't set a time during qualifying, and to come from 16th to 5th, especially in a race like this, is tension piled on, is really, really good. And the Jamaican have faded this. Almost getting points in an AI car. I wonder if maybe, yeah, CLX with 4 stops. CLX had 4 pit stops and absolutely almost no reason to do it apart from front wing damage. Yes. But yeah, good racing from everyone. Oh, I love you all. Right. See you guys later.